paranoia, right?
Oh, yeah.
Intense paranoia. And probably it changed how alliances and strategies would have normally formed in the games.
Right. Well,
So for Haymitch, a kid from...
all right, so you want to get straight to the good stuff, right? Cut through all the noise. Well, that's what we're all about here. We're going deep on Suzanne Collins' new Hunger Games book, Sunrise on the Reaping.
Yeah.
We've gone through it all, read everything, and we're bringing you all the need-to-know info about this new story and how it fits into the bigger Hunger Games world.
Right.
So, our goal today is to give you a really solid understanding of Haymitch's story.
Yes.
And why it's so important to the entire world of Panem.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're not just giving a summary here. We're really looking at what this book adds to our understanding of the Hunger Games as a whole.
Right.
This new story takes place, get this, 24 years before Katniss's time, and it focuses entirely on Haymitch Abernathy.
Wow.
The story actually begins on his 16th birthday, which is also the day he's reaped for the 50th Hunger Games.
Oh, wow. Okay. And for those who've been following the Hunger Games, history and the timeline, the 50th Hunger Games was a quarter quell,
Yes.
which meant something really awful was going to happen.
Yeah.
And in this case, they decided to reap double the number of tributes.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Can you even imagine
Brutal.
the terror, the chaos across all the districts? It's just, how do you think that impacted, the stakes for someone like Haymitch,
Yeah.
young Haymitch, right from the very beginning?
Well, it's interesting if you think about the psychological effect. Double the tributes means your chances of survival are cut in half right away. So there's this instant feeling of, oh no, paranoia, right?
Oh, yeah.
Intense paranoia. And probably it changed how alliances and strategies would have normally formed in the games.
Right. Wow.
So for Haymitch, a kid from District 12,
Right.
thrown into this just incredibly brutal situation, being resourceful, that would have been everything.
Absolutely.
And we know he had to deal with all sorts of deadly traps, numerous enemies.
Right.
But he also formed a very important alliance with Maisie Donner, another tribute from District 12.
Okay, wow. That partnership must have been so important in such a brutal arena.
Right.
It makes you wonder about trust, right, under those kinds of circumstances.
Yeah.
How do you even, we also hear that Haymitch had this sharp, strategic mind.
Yes.
Like, he figured out weaknesses in the arena itself.
Exactly.
That's what helped him win,
Yeah.
which is pretty bold.
Right.
Going up against the Capitol and their whole spectacle.
Totally. It was an act of defiance, but it also came at a huge personal cost.
Yeah.
We know the Capitol, that they have a history of not letting things like that slide.
Right.
Someone outsmarts them publicly, they're going to retaliate.
Right.
And Haymitch's victory, it triggered terrible consequences. The Capitol took revenge by killing his mother,
Oh, my God.
his brother,
Yeah.
and his girlfriend, Lenore Dove.
That's awful.
This is a profound loss. I mean, it really helps explain the cynical and guarded Haymitch we meet later on.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's heartbreaking to even think about carrying that weight.
Mhm.
And, Lenore Dove's connection to the Covey,
Yeah.
that nomadic musical group,
Yeah.
who were forced to settle in District 12.
Right.
It adds so much to our understanding of the district's culture.
It just
Don't you think? It gives us this, deeper view of the history and traditions there.
Absolutely. The Covey's presence suggests that District 12 had a much, maybe even more vibrant past
Right.
than what we usually see. The book seems to be exploring these themes of trauma and resilience
Oh, yeah.
on a personal level with Haymitch. But it also hints at the wider impact of the Capitol's oppression on the district's cultures, histories. It's not just about one victor's story. It's about understanding the roots of the Capitol's cruelty.
I see. So this prequel, it kind of acts as a bridge,
Yes,
connecting the early oppression to the world Katniss enters.
right.
It shows us the events that shaped Haymitch. And for anyone who wants to explore this more, Sunrise on the Reaping is out now. You can find it at all major bookstores and online.
Yes.
They're even making a movie out of it, set to release in November 2026.
All right.
So just to recap, the main takeaway here is understanding what Haymitch went through in the 50th Hunger Games,
Yes.
which was especially brutal.
Absolutely.
Double the tributes,
Yeah.
the personal losses he suffered,
Right.
and all this against the backdrop of a District 12 that's more complex than we originally thought.
Yes.
The thing that really sticks with me, though, is this. Knowing the trauma, the loss that Haymitch carried with him from the Quarter Quell, how do you think that shaped his mentorship of Katniss and Peeta?
Right.
It was so complex. sometimes he seemed reluctant.
Yeah.
What do you think were the echoes of his past in the way he guided them?
It makes you think.
Yeah.
Really does.
So much to consider.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, until next time, keep diving.
Always.
Grab Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins, now on sale for $19. Don't miss this chance to build good habit and achieve remarkable results. Buy now, today.
Like and subscribe for more Bookhaven podcasts.